Welcome Home, a guide to help you navigate our return to Glenwood. Welcome back. Every September is an exciting time as we all anticipate the start of a new school year. Although some procedures and protocols have been changed, please be assured that we are ready for our students and we will do everything possible to support your child and keep them safe. In order to help with our safety protocols, we have adopted the following guidelines. Student pre-screening before school. Reducing the number of person-to-person contacts, example limiting visitors to the building, class cohorting, staggering of outdoor body breaks, students remaining in one class throughout the day. Increasing safety among contacts in a school each day, example designated doors for classes, mandatory hand sanitizing each time a student enters or exits the classroom or school, separation from other cohorts while outside. If you have not already done so, please visit publicboard.ca to review the Greater Essex County District School Board's plan for reopening. Staggered start. The return of the GECDSB students will follow a staggered approach. This staggered approach will provide the opportunity for all schools to ensure that health and safety practices and routines for staff and students are reviewed before all students return to the building. Students attending Glenwood in person will start according to the schedule below. Students attending GECDSB's virtual school will start according to the schedule below. Our Griffin in-person team. JKSK, Miss Camberakis and Miss Glasgow, Miss DeFazio and Miss Rumford. Rise LST, Miss Hebert. Grade 1-2, Miss D'Agostini and Miss Freeman. Grade 3, Miss Carrier. Grade 3-4, Mr. Politis. Grade 4-5, Mrs. Tart. Grade 5-6, Mr. Power. Grade 6-7, Mr. McNaughton. Grade 7-8, Miss Bosenjak. Grade 8, Miss Gallinopoulos. Music, Mr. Lawrence. FSL, Miss Baccaro. Library IB Coordinator, Mr. Dinham. Secretary, Miss Sandrin. Custodians, Mr. Dubé and Miss Renault. Vice Principal, Mr. Barentet. Principal, Miss Allwinder. Our Griffin virtual team. JKSK, Miss Serenic and Miss Rochelo Blondin. Grade 1, Mrs. Marchand. Grade 5, Mrs. Shanku. Grade 7, Mrs. Diot, Mrs. Verbeam. Rise, Mrs. Seibel. Grade 2, Miss Morrow, offline packages. Grade 5, Miss George, offline packages. Daily self-screening. For anyone entering the school building, self-screening is required before leaving home. Parents, guardians must complete daily screening of their children before the child boards a school bus or arrives at school. Please be sure to familiarize yourself with the GECDSB student screening tool. Riding the bus. Please check buskids.ca for the latest updates to routes, times, seating arrangements, and COVID safety precautions. Many of the routes and times have changed. Students in grades 4 to 8 and parents waiting at the bus stop must wear a mask and physically distance from other students. Please review the protocols in their entirety at buskids.ca/rtsprotocols.pdf. First day procedures. Please do not come earlier than 8 a.m. as to not promote gathering. Supervision begins at 8 a.m. Students arrive between 8 and 8:15 a.m. Teachers will be standing in their designated areas around the playground with a sign with their name and class. Staff will be available to help guide students. Students are to go directly to their teacher's area while remembering to physically distance from other students. We ask that families wish their children well and wave goodbye as their child joins the class. Please do not assemble or remain on the playground, and please remain 2 meters from one another. Students who arrive on the bus will be directed off the bus and around the school to the playground, where they will then find their teacher. Arrival, 8 to 8:15 a.m. Parents are discouraged from being on the school grounds. Students will be welcomed and have immediate entry at 8 a.m. into the school building via their assigned entry door off the playground. JKSK students are to be dropped off at the early years gate one at a time. Please use the physical distancing indicators on the ground while waiting to drop off your child. Your patience is appreciated. Bus students will be directed to walk around the building and onto the playground in order to enter the building via the designated entrance. Do not remove your mask between the bus and entering the building. Our bus JKSK students will be collected off the bus and walked by staff to their entry through the gate and into the classroom. Parents using the drop and drive laneway between Glenwood and Massey are reminded to drop off quickly and drive on to keep the traffic flowing. Please remind students that they should be exiting the vehicle from the driver's side to avoid the passing cars in the right-hand lane. Students are then to make their way to their designated entrance. Whatever your method of arrival, please be sure to have your mask on before entering the building through the designated entrance. End of day procedure. Bus dismissal for students will start a few minutes early to create a safe and efficient exit. Students will be called by bus number and asked to move swiftly through the hall to the front door. They will be escorted and lined up outside their bus and boarded based on their seating arrangements. The more we do it, the more efficient we will become. Walkers or students who are being picked up outside will be dismissed once the bus students have exited the hallways. Parents and students are reminded to use physical distancing when waiting for their children. Sundowners students will then proceed to the sundowners room. Our JKSK students will be accompanied by staff. Mask protocols. Students in JK to 3 are strongly encouraged but not required to wear masks. Students in grades 4 to 8 are required to wear masks indoors on school property, including hallways and classrooms. This includes all grade 3 students who are placed in the 3-4 combined class. Students are able to wear cloth masks that cover their nose and mouth. Masks must be clean and need to be laundered daily. More info is available in the reopening plan located on the GEC DSB website. Late arrivals, early pickups, item drop-off. Students who are late must enter through the front door and check in with the staff before proceeding to class. For early pickups, parents may ring the front buzzer and identify themselves. The office staff will contact your child's teacher to have them sent down to the front entrance. Parents will not be able to wait in the front hall or office. Dropping off a lunch, pair of shoes, homework, ring the buzzer at the front door and let the office staff know you are leaving a labeled item on the drop-off cart. We will deliver it to your child. Alterations to our building. Facility Services has been working to make all of our GEC DSB schools safe. Directional arrows have been placed on the floor in our hallways. Physical distancing reminders are placed on the floor beside the water fill stations. Water fountains have been disconnected, so please send a reusable water bottle. Hand sanitizing stations have been installed at all entrances, and soap dispensers beside the sinks have been installed in all our classrooms. IB at Glenwood. Glenwood is an International Baccalaureate Candidate School and will continue to operate under the IB World School Guidelines. Our virtual teachers will have access to our IB coordinator and will continue to use the IB language in their teaching. Home is where the heart is. Welcome home, Griffins. We look forward to seeing you soon.